She. It's hot down here in Alabama, boys. It's hot. Down, have a good time, 'cause it's alright. Whoa, it's alright. Oh man, so we are serious starter day one. I don't have a whole lot of thanks, Truth. Appreciate that. Um Day one, Cody is doing his thing, teaching the class in there. I think they're doing a bunch of troubleshooting. Very welcome, brother. I appreciate you. Glad you're here. Shee, let's go, Garrett. What, dude? What up? What up, Rusty? What up? What up, guys? Y'all go ahead and smash the like button. We down here in Alabama. As y'all know where we at. Y'all know where we at, right here. Cody's teaching his class right now. Just fucking riding around. They're looking, you're a motherfucker, I know you are. Oh, man. Yeah, so Cody's teaching his class. Hey, Graham, you want to see some Mud Mayday, dude? There's some Rust Rescue. What we got? I can find out what that is. Oh. That's something he ain't even showed y'all. Shit, I can't even show him, isn't it? There's your Mud Mayday right there. Whew. And we got a whole lot more over here, right here, right. There you go. How much you need? How much you need? Good chems, good chems, good chems. So yeah, I want to show you all the sea of equipment. Oh yeah, Chris. Glad you're here, bro. Can't tell y'all what this is. As you can see. Can't tell y'all what that is. 42 cents. I love that, bro. Yes. I mean, there's a dead man. Yes, Jeremy, you are correct. It is a box, my boy. A lot of boxes. So, doing some troubleshooting stuff. What is this? I think that's the cherry. It's obviously red. We don't do the Deck Bright no more. Not yet. Deck Bright's getting revamped. I'll tell you, Cody is super tight when it comes to releasing these chems. See, there's a lot of chems he hasn't even told you guys about. And they're not for sale because if they don't perform like Mud Mayday or Rust Rescue or, you know, then basically they go back to the drawing board. Like it has to perform if he's going to release it. And some of the stuff back here, like I said, you've never seen it before and you'll probably never see it because it didn't meet that mark. I mean, it may do all right, but here's the thing. We can't have it performing like a Walmart chem or Home Depot chem or something like that. It's got to perform like a pro chem. And there's stuff back here I haven't even seen, dude. I ain't never told me about. Well, damn, boy. And there's a lot of Southern draw. So, rock and roll. This is the first rig Cody ever built, I believe. I think this is the first skid that he built. The first Alumimax. Original ladder rack. Super tall, son. Daggum. These are obviously updated for the real deals. But he bought this one back, I think, from his pastor and put it in this truck. So the OG. Let's do a check right here. Damn. Oh yeah, this ain't a 7.3. So this is a 6.0. She ain't leaking. If that was a 7.3, boy, you have a nice little, you could swim down there. Oh, man. I don't think he sells just the skids. So, but those are around. You know, you could find those. I don't think he sells just the skid to like a DIY thing. I would hate to do like customer support on like skid stuff, because as soon as you sell people a skid, then they want to call you on how to outfit it. And it's like, if you're going to DIY, then just DIY, you know, don't call me about it. But that's the problem, is that you took money for the skid. Now, apparently, you're on the hook for teaching them how to plumb it and teach them how to do all this stuff. And that ain't what it's about. So, you know what I mean? Well, I bought a damn $2,000 skid. You ought to be nice enough to teach me how to plumb it. Believe me, that call would come in. So that's probably, I'm not quoting him, but that's my take on why I wouldn't sell them. So there you go. Build it then, Jeremy. Build it up. Weld it up. Do it. What's up, Doo-Dog? Doo-Dog in the house. Doo-Dog out there. Rusty Lasker and a plain brown wrapper. You dang right. Right now it is, for sure. Dead man. That line, did Jay-Z get it to build those rigs? Yeah, sure. Here we go. Good deal. Haul you up some dynamite? No, hell no. I ain't hauling up no dynamite, boy. As soon as I do that, I'll be on the hook for doing it for everybody in Nashville. Just ship that mug up, bro. Can't be that much. What up, Bernard? Garrett, man, dude, thanks for asking that question. Ever gonna open up doing full business marketing for contractors? A full service marketing. You know, here's the truth. I couldn't hire someone, frankly, couldn't pay like because I'm not a web builder. I couldn't pay someone to build a better site than Footbridge at what they build it for. I couldn't do it. I swear to God, dude, you can't at $200 a month. And if you ain't paying for that, you know, by hustling and doing all some of them other, you know, all the shoe leather marketing, you're not paying for that stuff, then get out of business. Like, you're not running a business, you're running a hobby. So if you're running a hobby, then go with a free GoDaddy website. But that's where it all starts. And frankly, I couldn't build it better than they do at that price. So Webfront would never get into that. All right. I always just refer that out. Would I do SEO? I have done SEO for contractors. One thing I found with SEO is that you need about a year for it to really turn out like big. At least, you know, it's about how long it took me. I mean, I could probably get some okay results about month 7 or so. I'll tell y'all that because I don't offer it anymore. But about month 6, 7 of really hitting it, you start getting some decent results. And about month 12 to 15, you start seeing some pretty amazing results. With that said, some of the guys that I've worked for, you know, I've ranked number 1, number 2 in major cities, and then they cancel the contract. And what's crappy about that is that, A, you work all this time and then you get a cancellation. And so there's like no loyalty because you got them there. It's all about like, hey, you got me there. Now I don't want to pay you anymore. And so I've been in that conundrum for a while, and I've obviously been, you know, building out, you know, certain aspects of different training for guys. And so my thought was, what if I taught guys how to do my process for SEO? What if I made it like so easy that, you know, guys like me, right, I wasn't born a tech guy. I didn't take tech classes. I'm not a computer guy. I had a laptop and I figured it out, right? David, please do, bro. Like, I really don't care, dude. Like, like the guys who are on here know me. Hope you do. So, but I may release some type of training like that to where I teach it over the course of a year to like a special group of people. But that's the only way I think I could conceive getting compensated for that type of stuff, because I've ranked some guys in some certain cities that I didn't talk to before I did it. I was just pissed off because some guy was talking trash, and then I rank a guy above them. I sometimes do that, like, just to be petty, because I enjoy being petty sometimes. And so I'll rank them, and I've never even spoken to them before. I've never done anything like that. So that's sometimes fun. So I think since I can kind of do that on the fly now, I may teach that in the future. But I don't know if the industry is willing to honestly pay for that. Like, our industry sometimes is in a penny pinching. They're kind of like penny pinch life. That's kind of what the mantra of most of the industry is. It's always about like DIY everything, everything. And the one thing you don't want to DIY usually is your marketing, right? Or at least website stuff. You don't want to DIY that. Unless you're come from that world, which if you come from that world, I don't know why you're getting into pressure washing. I'll be honest with you. Pressure washing is hot. It's sweaty. It sucks in the summer. You make good money. You make way better than you probably can at your job. But honestly, I wouldn't come into pressure washing and leave a tech game. And my biggest fans are here. They don't know. I'm gonna start doubling up on the lives for my fans. What up, Rusty? I'm out back, dude. I'm out back. Yep. Oh, that's awesome, Dewey. I love it. So, may do something like that in the future. I'll probably talk to some of the guys in the inner circle about it first, and then I may open it up. I don't know. I've been back and forth on that because it takes a lot of nurture for guys to get in that. I'm going to have to do calls every other week to those guys, right? You got to really think about before you get into something, before you commit, you got to really think about like what the time suck is going to be, and do you want to trade that? And will the industry adopt it, right? Will the industry pay for it? So David, I smoke more cigars on this channel. I've got guys who send me cigars. I've gotten many boxes of cigars from guys on this channel. So, what up, Hammer? Well, Dewey, I'll put you down on a slot. It's gonna be pretty involved, but I think you can figure it out. There's just a sequence that you got to do, really. And I would like for you to. Alex says Footbridge is still getting me these damn hotel leads, and it's a huge scam. Dude, I love to see that you've stuck it out with them into year 2. And Sondog says the same thing. Jernigan says the same thing. I think that asking someone to say, hey, and it's weird because you're asking someone to actually build a business. You're not asking them to like think like hobby, but dude, a lot of people can't fathom that. They think like a hobby, right? David, year 2 does hit different. Bro, like everybody on this channel knows, like, I'll just lean into it, bro. See what I'm saying? If people want to, say I'm full of myself, I'll agree with you. If you want to say whatever you want to say, like, I'm on board with it. So, Aaron's full of himself. Yep. Call me whatever you want. I'll just agree. So, see how long that lasts. And y'all still be living on my lives watching me, baby. That's all I want you to do in reality. But year 2 does hit different. I'm seeing, and I'll look up, Alex, I'll scan some of your stuff. I look up Glenn's stuff, even Ben Wilson, some of these guys that I'm really close to in town. It's fun to watch their SEO grow and them to kind of take over an area, you know. But I think some of these guys like Hammond, some of these guys would be interested in probably learning some of that stuff. It's definitely powerful. It's definitely powerful. Ben Wilson knows about it. My boy Ben. I'm grateful I get to. I'm grateful I get to do jobs with him. It's fun to do jobs and probably about 50-50 his leads, my leads. That's that's what's fun about it. But I want to move. Well, it probably won't be anything too crazy. It's not going to be the price of a pressure washing trailer, but it will be worth it. I know that. I know that. I already got some buy-in from some of the guys at WashCon just to test to see, because I know what it's worth. I know what Ben. I mean, hell, he's probably cleaned more in 2 or 3 houses than what I would charge for the whole thing. You know what I mean? But the issue that I'm running into is that some of this SEO that I've done for some of these guys that canceled my monthly, and this is why I won't do it again, is because it's not dropping off. All right? Like normal SEO, like the old school way of SEO, would drop off if you quit doing it. You see what I'm saying? Like if you quit doing it, it would drop off and you would lose rankings. And I've seen some of the guys who sold their businesses in Nashville. They had really good SEO when they were doing it, sold their business to somebody else, and they obviously quit doing it, and they've fallen to like page 2 or whatever. So the problem is what I was doing with some of these clients, and I'll never talk about them because, I think some of them even sold their business and got out of it, and that's why, you know, they canceled or whatever, which is fair. But it doesn't help me none. You know what I mean? It doesn't help me none because I do all the most of the work on SEO happens in like the first 6 months. Most of the work. And then after that, it's kind of just maintaining over time. So that's the reward of setting it up for the SEO guy. Problem is you get to month 12, and they're like, "Oh, deuces," and you're like, "Well, shit, I did 6 months of work and really, the term from it." So so yeah, I would love to just teach it. That's what I would like to do. It's in your hands. I'll teach you what to do, but I'm not gonna be tied to it in having to constantly monitor rankings. It is a wave. If you'll notice, Alex, some of the stuff, I'll drop like 1 and then I'll pulse back up 2, and I'll drop like 2 and then I'll pulse back up 1, and so it's always kind of doing what SEO guys call the Google dance. David, you've lost your privilege to ask questions about the resource page. Come at me nicer in the next live, and I'll answer questions. Otherwise, you can go talk to Mike Vadan, and he's not any nicer than I am. But as far as SEO goes, I think it's still very relevant. I mean, some of the results, I don't even think I've told. I think I might have told him. Exterior Cleaning Solutions, Lee Winterborough. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. He's in the group. Winterborough. He's in the inner circle, in the same area as that guy I didn't even know, and I ranked that, at number 2, number 1. I think he's like number 2 still. But I was like, shit, I didn't even know this guy. Now I know Lee. So, and that other dude is like number 7 right now who was talking shit. So now Lee is at number 4. I want to see if I can switch those 2 guys out, put Lee at like 2, and then Because taking on the main guy in Rome is going to be, I think it's going to be a challenge. It may not be as much as I think it is, but I think it's going to be a challenge long term because he's been there so long. His SEO isn't bad, but I'm not going to put a whole lot of time into it just because I'm not being paid to do it. I just want to get him up there as far as possible and honestly be petty. David, you know, with your line of comments in my feed today, like, you have, do these guys, and I'm asking like Hammond, Dewey, like Garrett, if you're still on here, like, do these like trolls know that a lot of the content is driven them to engagement? Do they know that? I don't think they know that their engagement like helps the channel. You see what I'm saying? Like, I think if they knew that, they probably wouldn't be so engaged. You know, I know you don't care because we're just doing better than we've ever done. So get ready for the next release. It's a backwards business mentality. Tear them down so they can do better. But they do better. I know. Keep doing it and spending your time on their channel. But it helps them. I know. It's not that smart, but let's do it anyway. They don't know they're in a game, bro. They're in a game. And to all the guys, like you guys, you know, I love you. Like Dewey, Garrett, all you guys, man. Like Lasker, all you cats. Hammond. But it's so funny because this is something that I hope you guys are able to experience in your local market. And you probably will. Some dude's pulling up your yard signs. Some dude's trashing you on your Facebook posts. You know, obviously some wannabe pressure washer who just hates that you're marketing really, really good, you know, and wants to kind of tear you down. Because once you get a few of these guys who are willing to buy in and hate on you all the time, it means that you've passed a certain threshold. Because here's the truth. These guys don't hate anyone who's not at the top. They will not, because it's not worth their time. A guy who just starts his channel, he is not going to get any hate because he's not at the top. So if you've got the hate, you are sitting at the top. Dogs don't bark at parked cars. What's up, Jason? What up, my man? Jason Trudell, what's up? Big Riz, an assessment of your area. Are you talking about for Google Ads? Answer me that, I'll tell you. There's a direct correlation. Guys, look at like a, here's just a big one to let you know, right? Here's a big one to kind of give you a visual. Look at Grant Cardone. And I want you to read the comments of Grant Cardone. Read the comment feed, okay? And tell me what you find. I'm just pissed I don't have more of them. You see? No, I'm not at the top. I ain't at the top. You on my channel, though. If I can put on enough fishing lures, I'll drag in some lunkers. And you guys are my lunkers. Yeah, with Google Ads, yeah, they will do an assessment. So call them, get them to do an assessment on your area, and they'll let you know kind of the budget and then you can decide on whether or not you want to do Google Ads. Some areas are super competitive. Okay, some areas, like some people are spending a shitload of money, and for you to compete, you're gonna have to either match that or spend more cost per click. And obviously, if you got somebody running it and you're not running it, they're gonna optimize for what's called quality score, which is just the structure of the ad, how it's targeted, how it's written, the words that are in it. That all adds. There's a few more criteria for quality score. They're gonna optimize for that, just off the bat, but it still may be too much that you don't want to spend, you know, or how do I say this? You don't want to have the potential to spend $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month on Google Ads. But that doesn't mean you're actually going to spend that. Okay, it doesn't mean that you're not going to. You may spend $1,000, right? You may not spend $3,000. You just need to be willing to. Yeah, boy. I like that mini Mondo, dude. Those are sick. I've been getting, a little watch time in with Ben watching that thing, bro. It's sick, dude. So jump on it. Dewey, you already know, bro. Bottom feeding catfish. Yep, that's exactly right, bro. They eat them little you fish for catfish with them little red weenies, little red weenies. They bite anything. But I might just make my lives like a study in haters. That's what I might do. I might play into the game here. Whew, feel good the next day. Is the mini, huh? What is that, 20? What is that, a 28 inch? Is that right? Soft Washers HQ? Nah, dude, I'm at Southeast Soft Wash. Shee, let's go. $31, Hammond, what are you talking about? Guys, if you got questions, put them in the comments. I'll answer some questions. Oh, it's a 31 inch. Oh, damn, that's big. All right, bet. Yeah, dude, I want to get rid of my, was it the big guy? Little big guy? No, it's not a little big guy. It's a big guy. I want to get rid of that thing. It needs like a rubber flap on the bottom, because pushing that thing, dude, if you're like, you just get soaked. Well, you're eating it, David. 12 gallons. What up, Truth Meds? 12 gallons, Garrett. You are killing, bro. What do you got? Is that one pump or is that 255s? I know that would be technically 11, but still. What's up, Aurel? Hey, thank you, man. You already know it's hot out here, bro. You've been watching the live inside. Holy shit. What is that, a 2,500 PSI, Garrett? Or 3,000, something like that? Ah, yes. That's a concrete killer right there. You could do a lot of parking garages with that dude. Man, some of those guys been you've seen the Cyclones, the ride-ons. I do not recommend. Unless you're doing like airport tarmacs or something. They have like a ride-on. It's like a 5.5, I think. The problem is, and it will recycle the water because it has a reclaim in it. But the problem to me, and I think this is the reason one of the guys I know who had one got rid of it, is obviously you can't get behind parking the concrete little barriers. You can't get behind those, so you got to do those manually or with like some type of small surface cleaner. And you're basically going around and you have to redo all of this stuff, and you have to stop it every like 30 minutes and take all the water out and refill it up. And I was just like, man, this is going to take a long ass time if we're doing it like this. If we have to refill because refilling tanks, man, if it's not already being filled, having to drive it over there and refill it, that's going to take a minute. Boy, you better have downstream. I don't know how you're going to get low pressure with a 12, but maybe something Alex is with the fact that it's only 2,500 psi. You know, maybe something there to where when you put the tip on there, it's there might be something to that where it lowers the pressure to where it still will venturi. Gotta be some scientific stuff there that we don't know about, you know. We got 130 people on here. What is up, guys? That is true. So the more water you add, the less that percentage is going to go up. Ty Dog, what you count?
Count tanks. What's up?
Ty Duke is here at Southeast Off-Wash, counting a bunch of tanks. How many we got in stock?
What size you need?
Them over there. How many? 25 of those? Dang. Let's go. I know, Rusty. Tell them to hit that thumbs up button. Y'all hanging out in the chat, man. Hit that thumbs up button for me. I'm glad you guys are here. So yeah, I think the higher GPM, bro. I'll be honest, man. I love my 8. Dewey, you just need to upgrade, bro. That's all. That's all you need to think about right now. Don't think too hard on it. Just get to an 8. You can always get rid of it. I promise you can. You ain't gonna have a problem. Get there, start cleaning some more stuff. Then if you want to go 10, if you want to go 12, that will forever be an option. But life begins at 8 gallons a minute, I believe. Obviously the 5.5 compact, it's nice, but I'm gonna tell you, I love a good 8. And just chilling. Yeah, well, I don't know how much chem I'm sitting on right now. I'm probably sitting on a hell of a lot of chem. But that's what I think. Y'all got any more questions for me? I'm gonna go in here and try to cause some problems in a troubleshooting class. Go create some air leaks. Yep, 8 is the sweet spot. Hey, if y'all ain't following Rusty Rooster and y'all want to know about some technical, that engine stuff, that pump building stuff, Dewey, you would love Rusty Rooster in the chat. Go ahead and follow Rusty. He is here at Southeast Off-Wash, and he is Cody's engine guy. He builds all of his pumps, all of his engines, everything when it comes to that engine technical, the motor side of pressure washing. So if you're into that, click him, go follow him. All right. I'll see you guys in the next live. I got to go join the Serious Starter. I don't technically, I start tomorrow, but I'm going to go join these boys. All right. I'll see you soon.